Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Arizona Cardinals. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go. Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Drake. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 41 yards. They had trouble stopping the run last week at a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Max Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. This is taken at the 3. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
This is the rookie from Oklahoma State, Justice Hill. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore in the middle of last year. Led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And it's caught. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. To throw is Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
On second down now, it's Drake. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Throwing is Murray on third down. And Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe is a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now it's Peterson. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. Throwing on first down is Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Jackson on first down. Towards the end zone for Brown. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake. Yeah,
he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Check 26, check 26. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, 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 twist. 22, check, over.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
And the Cardinals first down.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Murray now on first down. It's complete to Drain. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Murray now to throw. Murray fighting, lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson to throw. They set up the screen to Hill. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
It's going to be a long day. Bravo. 48 for Mike. You must be.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Hicks picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On second down, it's Drake.
Come on,
that'll
guys.
hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Play action. Now Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Phillips. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
It's now third down.
Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
48 Mike. Let's make these babies.
Here's Jackson on third and long. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. That was the corner, Robert Alford, with a sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On the return is Peterson. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff out of the pistol, it's Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Get rid of it, bro. I can't wait
He
to
goes
beat this
down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
This is ridiculous, man.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
57's the mic. Watch 57. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all playing the wrong football. Switch it here. Switch one.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of a long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jackson to throw again. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Jackson now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. From the gun, Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another 1st down. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They go play action now. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
That one good for 26 and a first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. This will be caught once again by Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And Jackson throwing once more. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Steps away to his left. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
I was way overthrown in
We
the
do
first
have a
place.
penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Here we go.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
And they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. To throw again on second down. Jackson, he's going deep, and his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 16. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. Now on first down, Drake again. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calais Campbell on the stop. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Murray now on first down. And it's intercepted at the
There's
goal
no fucking
line.
way, bro.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
They'll start the drive with Hill. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
From the 17, Jackson. And that's going to be intercepted. The All-Pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
His guys take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Switch. Shift. Check 99.
On first down, Drake. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Big game. Motion. Watch the safety creep. Shift.
Right back to Drake. Dancing away at the 35. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Shotgun now from Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Jackson, always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pick up there of 20 yards. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Pass from Jackson, complete to Ingram. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the...
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, 79 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Push him back. Push him back.
Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, that's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. The Ravens on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Jackson now, operating from the gun. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Drake. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like? Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he'll will take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
63, Ravens 22.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey, hey, hey. We got 3. We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Watch that. Watch that. Watch that. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. What? Switch, switch.
Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Chandler Jones drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This will be fielded at the 17. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on to victory there, would be their 3rd of the year.
Go get him.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
57.
Now this time Murray to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
When you use it on the DB, you just run around the lineman or linebacker with some exploits, man. Exploits are not allowed.
Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And not the result they were hoping for there, at least in terms of the kick team, as that'll get out of bounds at just the 35-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Jackson now. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.